morning, Washington, D.C. Today in our studio, we have the pleasure of meeting and speaking with Patricia Melly, the owner and founder of J.R. Melly Engineering. It's been 2 years and the company has been very competitive. I subscribed and have joined Quick Hire, and it is a software that I must admit has revolutionized modern technology. It is the solution for small businesses, especially for women in technologies, made by a small business itself. Again, thank you, Patricia, for accepting our invite. Let's begin.
Thank you for having me.
Why did you start J.R. Melly Engineering?
I started J.R. Melly Engineering. Actually, J.R. Melly Engineering is a partnership company that provides IT and engineering support. We started it to showcase our skills. We realized that we had so much potential and that, actually this was going to, so much of our potential was going to waste. And so just working for other companies as an employee, you can't really reach your target goal that you want to get to. And so we decided to just go ahead and start it so that we can tap into our potentials and capability. And we realized that with this, we can make the world a better place to live in. Secondly, I am a mompreneur. And I do live in a world where there's a lot of women in tech. And so I am a strong supporter of other women in tech and women in tech communities. Women go through a lot in all relationships. For example, work relationships, family relationships. And no matter how responsible and awesome we're still bullied, whether it be at the workplace, we're still paid low, no matter how great our work is, and our peaches don't stand, they don't stand out. And I'm sorry, some people are calling me. And we do put a lot in hard labor. We provide great campaigns, we provide great pitches. From my own opinion, we do everything that's great. And we still don't receive that promotion. It does not arrive on time. And women, no matter all the problems that we go through, all the problems that we all face, I do urge all the other women, please support your fellow women. Don't bring them down. Try and support them. My story in itself is that I never actually received any recommended options to help pay for my maternity leave. And so when my child was only like days old, I had to hustle my way around to be able to find a remote gig or maybe a remote work from home opportunity just as a woman to be able to pay for some of the basic necessities that my kid needed. And so just starting J.R. Melly Engineering made me realize that everything else, even though they proved futile, J.R. Melly Engineering was going to actually stand for me. I just had to put enough work, and I had to reach the right people, and everything will work out great. Finally, I can say that J.R. Melly Engineering, also the short name is JRME, was actually created so that we can ensure that we offer easy options for everyone, or maybe develop easy options for everyone, which is the quick hire solution. And we also work for small businesses and large businesses alike. So when you're looking for something that deals with cost or quality, please, J.R. Melly Engineering is the one that you want to come to. And when people actually support small businesses, they have to realize some fundamental importance that I do want to put out. I'm not going to waste much of your time, but I'm just going to point out 4 important necessities that they forget. When people support small businesses, they're contributing into rebuilding they're contributing to rebuilding and economically developing our nation. be it, let's say, America, let's say Europe or Kenya. We are actually rebuilding and helping and enhance that nation in itself. And then we have to understand that when people support small businesses, they are the job enablers, because we're opening these opportunities for them. Supporting small businesses means us as small businesses, as we are continuing to grow harder and competitively, we are able to create more jobs. All of these jobs will be open for everyone who's out there, who's hustling and trying to get opportunities. Quick hire in itself that we ended up developing, guess what? It's an opportunity where you can work from home. You can work when you're taking care of your kid. Nobody has to call you all the time, unless they just have to review the ticketing system and see that, oh yeah, you're doing your job, and yes, you are completing the project, because every now and then you can provide a status update to your client, and you're also developing a relationship within Quick Hire. And so when I was looking at the U.S. Census and Small Business Administration, the report of 2018, apparently the state of Maryland alone had a total of 581,712 small businesses just created, of which 1.1 million employees. Look at that. 1.1 million employees were hired to work for all these small businesses. That's the second point. The third point, when people actually support small businesses, you're not only surviving by God's grace, but small business receives support from regular people who actually cheer them on. Sometimes, as a small business, we go through the heartache of family and friends not believing in you. But guess what? If you can believe in yourself, just believing on you alone, then that's what matters, And then the fourth point I'd like to put out there is grant funds. The grant funds that you think that are easy to get, guess what? They're really hard to get. And most small companies do not see any grants. For example, angel investors sometimes might not come to you, and even if you're reaching out to them, you might end up not even receiving any sort of grant. So what I'm urging all other small businesses, small companies to do is, do not focus your attention only on getting funded. You're going to go through a lot of heartaches doing that. You have to understand why you started the business. So always focus on your goals, make it happen, and never ever give up. For me, if I feel like I'm not in my place anymore, like I'm giving up, I try to move back to my safe place. I listen to meditations. I listen to things that are going to motivate me and come back harder. I want to go out there swinging and winning, because I have a lot to lose, and I have a lot of people who are looking out to me, and they're like, hey, we need you to win, because we are here. We are working for you. So you have to show that your company have a good traction as well. For example, the traction means that you're making good revenue, and you try to have to understand that for all your other workers who are working for you, you got to pay them, but you as the CEO or the president, you got to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice, and sometimes you don't receive any pay or very little pay just to keep you moving. And while you're sacrificing and grinding, it's going to happen not only for 1 year, 2 years, sometimes it might take a long time just going through that. But just remember that because of all of those sacrifices you're making, and because of all of those what do you call those? Because of the sacrifices, and because you're not getting paid well, you understand that at the end, you're going to win big. Thank you.
You've done a lot since the company began.
Mm-hmm.
Will you mention some of the projects you have completed? And from what I hear, by far the hot topic has been quick hire application.
Yep.
What prompted your team to develop Quick Hire within 2 years of being in business?
Wow. Yeah. I can say that it's been tough. It's been tough. Some of the projects that we have worked on ourselves include, as JR Engineering itself, we have been IT consultants for other large organizations, for schools. We've also worked for as a call center support, like call center support agents. We've also done staffing for other smaller businesses. And it is true. It's true that Quick Hire application has been a hot topic, and by far we have hundreds of professionals and small businesses going through verification at this stage. And Quick Hire is for the small business, it is for the small business, and it is made by the small business. It is a free tool at your disposal for you to receive and or maybe post small jobs for free. It is for that stay-at-home parent who doesn't know what their child is going to eat tomorrow. It is for that stay-at-home parent whose child needs somewhere to lay their head on. It is for other small businesses that actually don't want to hire or pay somebody on per hour basis, but be able to pay them according to what they're making, And so, like other platforms, Quick Hire in itself is not interfering for you to, it's not interfering or trying to take a dime from you. Moreover, we are actually working with other federal agencies because all the other small businesses want their past performances to be noticed. And so, in our platform, in Quick Hire platform, all your past performance will be transferable. They can receive credits from any agencies, and if by any chance, all of you who are already in the Quick Hire, just come, you don't have to come to me, but come to our customer agents and tell them, hey, you'd like some of your past performance that you've already worked on to be transferred to such and such an agency, and we'll be able to do it for you. So I am a big firm believer that we small businesses have to reward ourselves. I mean, small businesses have suffered far too long, not to be noticed or not to be supported the way that right now we are supporting small businesses. We all need relief at some point, and so we are calling out to thousands more small businesses, contractors, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home parents to please register on Quick Hire and realize all great resources that are available to you with one small tool, Quick Hire. Please let prime companies search for you instead of you spending so much money. Money is so valuable. Time is so valuable, So don't waste your time going to vendor meetings that make you realize when you come out of there, you have benefit nothing. Only the primes are benefiting and not you. Let the prime know that we mean business. Our time to be busy is that we are making profits. So if you're in this small business, I am going to root for you. I am not going to stand back and just let you guys fail. No. We are rooting for you. We are urging a lot of small businesses. The more small businesses we have in the platform, the more small projects we're going to be able to release, more services that you will need somebody to do for you, where you're not paying them in per hour basis, but you're going to pay them at the amount that you want to pay them. You're going to be able to travel to other areas and go to the vendor meetings that you know that you're going to get money out of it. You're going to get a job, a subcontracting opportunity out of it. You're going to go to a vendor meeting that you know has a substance, holds substance. I'm sorry that I'm talking out of so much passion, but I've been it. It's been 2 years, and I know what people are going through out here. And so I am urging small businesses, register. We already have people in the platform, and many people are waiting for opportunities. Many people are posting opportunities, and it's you who's going to make it happen. We've already opened a way for you. We've already released all other resources for you. We're already tapping in with other agencies. We're working with other larger prime companies, and we don't want you to waste your money. We want more stronger companies. 2018, we had over 500,000 small businesses. And this year alone, we have more than that. And so I'm reaching out to you. Please, let's make more small businesses, and let's be able to reinvent the future. Okay? Please help us. Help us be able to make this work. Well, thank you. This has been, I'm sorry, I've been trying to, it's been just tough. It's been tough.
Patricia, I will mention this. As a founder, I've seen that you have a lot going for you.
Yeah,
and that is a good thing. When do you get the chance to multitask as a mompreneur?
Okay. That's a good one. So, to be able to multitask as a mompreneur, I've noticed that I have had to change a lot of things, just not only within the house but also at work, and I had to one, be flexible, and I had to understand that changes will always come, and I have to be receptive of all of those changes. So some of the pointers that I'm going to give you are things that are working out to benefit me. So one, I do have a great support system at home. Two, I follow strict schedule, and I do sacrifice sleep most of the time. Sometimes I work up till 3, and then I get 2 hours of sleep. It is a full-time job being an entrepreneur, and at the same time, you're not only working for your company, but you're working for other companies, and you're also not only supporting some products and projects that are going on in there, but you're also doing the finance, and you're always open to learning, and you're learning by yourself. So it's a lot. I don't think I even watch TV anymore, or even movies. And sometimes my kids tell me that they want to have time with me, and because they're too young, I have a 5-year-old, and I also have an 18-month-old, and these are some precious moments for them. And so every now and then I understand that I do have to have time for my family. It's very important. Family comes first. God comes first and family comes second. But still, in your home, you have to understand that these beautiful, precious gifts that God gave you, you definitely have to make it work for them, because they're the next generation, and without you teaching them, guess what? They're not going to be able to learn something from you, something valuable. So as we grow, we become wiser, and so we have to transfer those wisdom, those knowledge down to them. And so the third thing is I have learned to sell and market. I used to be poor in this. I'm not good with sales pitch. I'm not good with marketing. But apparently I've been told I'm doing better. I'm slowly getting better than how I used to be. I've also continued to develop great relationships, and with that I'm talking about working with vendors, I do work with vendors. I work with a lot of customers who come to me and they're like, hey, I just want to work with you because of this and that, and so that has helped. And at the same time, I also accept critics, and these critics can come from my team, it can come from my family, the critics can come from other businesses. And I do understand that you have to reinvent yourself. You also have to accept critics, and you have to understand that the business plan will always change every now and then. And so I love to learn and I love to grow. And so these are actually helping me. I mean, of course, they hurt sometimes, and other times the critics are positive. But I look back at, sometimes I have to go back and look back and be like, okay, so what can I do to make this better? Sometimes I go back and I look for advices, not only from family members, but I also look for advices from my team itself. And I'm like, wow, I didn't think of that. And so that also helps. 5, I'm always open to reinvent myself, and I'm open to reinvent our company every now and then. And so that has actually helped me. If you listen to other podcasts that I've made, you'll understand how many times I had to reinvent the company, how many times we had to throw away the business plan, how many times we had to redo the model as a small business, our business model. And so it's been tough. I also delete the negativities. I always try to move on forward with anything that's positive, anything that's going to be advantageous not only to me, to the business, and also that's going to be successful for everyone else. And also, if you're coming at me with positive vibes, if you're coming to me with solutions, if you're coming to me saying that, hey, you know what, this change is good because of this and that, hey, I'm gonna give you my ear. If you're coming to me telling me that, hey, you know what, we want this and this and this is what we need to put on the table so that they can work with us. Of course, before I call the other president, or of course before I develop a relationship with the other president, I definitely have to do my work, and I definitely have to bring my team and tell them, hey, do your work too. And so I go ahead and I look out. I try to do my research on the company. Sometimes I have to ask my team members, hey, have you talked to the finance person? The best way to know more about a company is working with the sales or the finance person. And by that, you're going to get all the intricacies, all the best details that you need to know about a company before you go out there. And then so these are just, I know that I'm giving you more information than needed, but yeah, these are some of the things that we're doing out there, and these are the things that are helping us benefit and move on and keep on looking good in other companies' eyes. And so I do want to say this. This is not just a sales pitch. I am here for small businesses, and I'm telling small businesses, hey, we have a tool out there for you, Quick Hire application. And this Quick Hire application is actually an application just for you. It's here to solve your problems, because we had a lot of problems. We had a lot of issues trying to get projects by attending vendor meetings. And if you go out there, if you go to Google, if you go to other websites and you do your research, you'll notice that in all sincerity, some of these vendor meetings are actually benefiting from you. Some of these vendor meetings are not there for you. Of course, maybe we're always open to learning something new, but some of these are not for you. Let them reinvent themselves. Let them give them something to work hard for. Quick Hire was made for small businesses, and it is for small business. Heck, I mean, we ourselves are winning from Quick Hire, and we're pitching out to small businesses to please come in here and open opportunities for other people, and also receive those opportunities that are already availed to you. There's so many projects. I already went in there and I noticed that there are actually 20 projects pending. Only 4 people have already been awarded those projects. Please, 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 the more the merrier. Get in here and do the work. We need you guys. We need all of you. We need prime businesses to know that, hey, you don't have to let small businesses walk the walk, because we are walking so much work. You gotta take something, you gotta own it, and you gotta get in here and give small businesses these projects. Yeah, I saw that one of the primers already put out a project, a small an award, a request for small businesses to come in and actually do the work. And so I'm urging small businesses, do you want opportunities? Get into Quick Hire. Make it work for you. Nobody else will make it work for you.
How do you get the motivation to keep on going in a male-dominated field? And what do you do to reinvent Quick Hire to target your audience?
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for I know that it's a little bit emotional when I talk about this, but it's always good to be passionate about what you do. I am very passionate in what we do. So just to go back to your question, how do I get the motivation to keep on going in a male-dominated field? You asked. And how I reinvent Quick Hire. So first off, I'll say my children are the number one priority. They're the ones who actually have given me the motivation to keep on going. I have failed so many times, and I've looked back and been like, oh my goodness, I failed on that. And so I make myself better by that. As entrepreneurs, never ever be afraid of us. As CEOs, as presidents, we also make so many silly mistakes. We send email blasts that are not supposed to be sent out there. We go ahead and we say something when we have not even gone back and revised and gathered around and got all the information. We just go ahead and we talk without listening. And so I have always I've been told by some of my team members to always sit back and think before we go forward, or before I even talk. And so this has also helped me. And so my greatest motivators have been my children, my 5-year-old and my 18-month-old. And I have to say, I will never again give up on them. I mean, at first I gave up on Infotech for World. It was a beautiful company. It brought in revenue, but because it wasn't as much as I wanted it to bring, I was like, hey, you know what? I quit. But with JR Melly Engineering and the support that I'm receiving, and with the kids who are looking up to me as a mom, who are saying, hey, is this how women behave? I mean, do we have the backbone? Can we make it in life? Yeah, of course we can. We're women in tech, and we have to side hustle and come back to other women who actually understand and be like, hey, help me out here. Hey, I need somebody to lean on. We definitely have our strong self, and so that helps us keep on moving. And I can say that the next thing I'd like to say is, my team also believes in me. Like I said before, they're putting in so many hours, so many extra hours, and they work hard, and they're sacrificing their sleep, and they know I am someone who will definitely stick by them, and from now till the end, they definitely have this job forever, and I am not going to go ahead and say, hey, because this person have done wrong, you're going to just let them go. No, I mean, if the person does a mistake like I do, sometimes sending emails, we also talk to them. We also provide like customer success trainings to them, and so they're slowly by understanding what needs to be said, how to make themselves better, how to do well, what are some changes we need to bring to the business model. And so we're learning a lot with this. And that's why I'm saying, because they're sticking with me, they're sticking by me during these hard times, I'm definitely going to stick by them. And for every other small business, I'm going to tell you this. For all of you partners who have stuck by me, all the times that I've come to you, I've shared my tears, I've cried to you, and you've been like, you know what? It's going to work out. Go ahead, I'm giving you my shoulder to lean on. Let's do this together. Let's run this race. We can compete with everybody else. I give you all the kudos because you made me come back stronger than ever. And I'm saying this with passion, and I'm saying this from the deepest heart of my heart. It is because of you that I'm going on. The same people who have met in vendor meetings every day, the same people who call me and say, hey, are you okay? Hey, what can I do today? Hey, how is this and this going on? Hey, we've brought this many other small businesses to join Quick Hire. Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, these are the same people who've made me think, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna quit. So it has been my family, my kids, my team, all of them. And so again, I'm coming out to all the small businesses to please join Quick Hire. We have reinvented the business model. We have Quick Hire on the web right now. If you go to www.jrmeleengineering.biz, B-I-Z, you'll be able to see Quick Hire for business. Please log in there and start getting a lot of things done. Bring in a lot of other small businesses and let's get work done. Again, the website is www.jrmeleengineering.biz. And if you want to go to our main website, it's www.jrmele.com, www.jrmeleengineering.com. That's our main website. And I believe our podcast is already in that website. If it's not yet, I'm going to talk to the web design experts who actually work with me. I actually roll my sleeves up. I also work on the websites. I also work on the I also do some work on the app itself, the Quick Hire app. And so I'm not just a one person shop. I actually do a lot of stuff, and on top of it, we also provide services for the school system. We provide IT services for the school system, and so I personally go out there and I do this project, and I'm reaching out to the primers, I'm reaching out to the small businesses, get into Quick Hire and also give us more jobs. We want these jobs. We already have hundreds of people. We need thousands. We need to reach a groundbreaking record of millions to billions. So it doesn't matter if you're in the US, it doesn't matter whether you're in Brazil, it doesn't matter whether you're in Puerto Rico, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You want a job, you want to request for a service, you want anything, get into this Quick Hire and let us do some work. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity to come to DC this morning and talk about Quick Hire. And I just hope that everybody, big or small, whoever you are, you definitely started from somewhere. It starts with that one small step to be able to go through 100 to thousands other small steps. So thank you again for letting me come to your studio and having this meeting with you, and talking to people. So thank you. One other important thing before I forget is that there are some updates that we are adding on Quick Hire, And so every now and then, as we're changing our business model, we're adding those updates. And so let nobody freak out that this is happening, So yeah, and then we're making Quick Hire much bigger and much better every now and then. So every feedback you're giving us actually is helping to make some changes. And for other angel investors who have helped many millions of other companies, please feel free to reach out to us so that we can show you some of our finances, what we've done, and how our finance looks like, and where we can fit in. And if by any chance you're ready to work with us, that will help. Not only one angel investor, but we need, even if it's 10 investors, that's going to help us. That's going to help us exceed our goals, not only reach our goals, but exceed our goals. And so, yeah, take a chance on us. Well, thank you again for everybody for tuning in. And thank you for meeting with us and for having this, for letting me talk about Quick Hire. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.